Very important game.
Up they come, wide to the left, comes Charles. Remember, the Bulldogs were threatening and they fumbled. Kennedy still the quarterback. No, take that back. Back in is Benali. Benali hands off to the right side and carrying that football is a big, Aaron, check that, is Gullery. Gullery is down inside the 5. He's out of bounds at the 5-yard line. First and goal to go for the Broncos. So Benali just got his bell rung, it looked like.
I guess so. He sure did. It's for a pup.
And he's right back in there. Benali back in. That quarterback carrying the play in is Travis Thomas. Benali's a junior, 5'11", 172-pounder. First and goal for the Broncos. We've got a minute, 52 seconds left here in the first half. 14-14 tie. Wide to the right side is O.J. Charles. Kennedy calling signals. Kennedy takes the ball, hands it off to the big fullback, and he's down. Guillory's down to about the 3-yard line. He sliced off his own left side. And in there to make the tackle is the defensive tackle for the Bulldogs on the left-hand side of the line. And up there to make the tackle was Horner. Ross Horner on the tackle. Second down and goal to go. The ball at the 3.
20 seconds.
A minute 20. That is very hard to read with the sun shining on it. Lone running back again is Gullery. Kennedy, no. Benali with the pitch back and going into the end zone for a touchdown on the right side is Heath Gullery. Boy, I tell you, that is a tough runner, and it's 20-14 now. Gullery in for the touchdown, and it is 20-14 in favor of the Broncos. We're going to have a lot of points in this game, folks. A minute, 7 seconds left here in the first half. Back to try the conversion is Bill Weaver for the Broncos. The Broncos missed their first one. Made their first one, missed their second one. Oh, they've made both of them. And the Bulldogs have had a 2-point conversion is where it is. Pass, Weaver boots it. It's high, it is wobbly, it is just over the crossbar.
Just barely.
I think it hit the crossbar and bounced over.
That was no strong kick, but it made it through.
And it's 21-14 KC. We'll be back in 60 seconds. This is Bulldog football.
Thanks, I faded out into
Once you get pictures of us.
Yeah.
That ball is kicked out of bounds, Glenn. He's not kicking a bar. They must be very afraid of this return game with the Bulldogs. I think I can figure out.
I don't think it's a win problem. I think it's just the intensity of the game, and it's a pressure-packed situation. He's just a little bit off the mark. He's probably trying to adjust that.
I don't know how many kickoffs they may have returned this year. But boy, he's not even kicking anywhere near the returners down around the 10-yard line or near the goal line. Here we go. David Joseph, the quarterback, puts the man in motion. That's David Patterson. Straight back for a couple. High looping pass. Patterson's got knocked down on a great defensive play by Barrick Crum. And as Patterson got behind the defense, he just leaped it way up in the air. David Patterson was the returner receiver. Patterson, of course, is 6'2" and 170-pound junior. Crum reached right in there, and that was not a crummy play.
It was at the last minute, just the last-ditch effort there.
And it's a 21-14 lead now for Kirtland Central. 1 minute, 1 second left here in the first half. Now, underneath center, as they switch to quarterbacks here, as you know, David Patterson back to pass. David left-hander. He throws down the middle. It is incomplete, almost intercepted. There was that guy Crum again.
That's right. Looks like the quarterback needs to put a little bit more on that pass. The second pass also, the receiver was out front, just had to wait a little bit. Just that little extra effort to allow the defensive player to get in there and break up the play.
Well, Eric Shield was the intended receiver, and Eric is down now at about the 44-yard line in Bronco territory. 56 seconds left here in the first half. It's 21-14 in favor of the Broncos of Kirtland Central. And they have not called an official timeout yet. So, again, the score is 21-14. And my name is Keith Megill, along with Glenn Megill, who is from New Jersey, going your way to California. Tell them about what you're doing.
That's New Jersey, is the way we say it.
From New Jersey, going to California.
Right, we're launching a big program out there on the West Coast. It's going to be called Ambassadors for Peace. We're going to link individuals in the United States with individuals in Russia. We're going to be joining hands with our former enemies. It's going to be a big project, and we'll be announcing it in a few months, backed by some...
You just announced it in New Mexico.
Well, we have a preview here. You folks have a preview.
Well, good. It sounds exciting what you're planning on doing. Well, they've still got him down, so we're going to take a 30-second break. We'll be back. You're listening to Bulldog Football. Joseph. Wide to the right is Darren Needham. Joseph calling. And in motion goes Patterson to the left. Joseph takes the ball, back to pass. He steps up in the pocket, a little bit right. Long pass down the middle again. It is incomplete in the hands and out of Mullen's hands. Jeremiah Mullins right down the middle.
And there's nobody in front of him, between him and the goal line there, Keith. That's a shame.
Well, it was right through his fingertips, incomplete down over there defending, but was Travis Thomas, but it was right late, right in his pocket. I'm very impressed with this young man, Joseph, the way he could throw that football. We're down to 48 seconds, I believe it is. 48 seconds left here in the first half. Back in punt formation, the Bulldogs send Jason Mansell. Back to receive the punt is Travis Thomas. Snap from center, a flag on the play. Are the Bulldogs in motion? I believe the Bulldogs will get a 5-yard penalty. Illegal procedure, yes, on the Bulldogs. The ball was snapped, but the flag went down. Remember, in high school football, once you make the motion or you line up offside, the play stops, and they can't get back in over the line of scrimmage. So the ball is 5 yards further back, coming from about his own 17-yard line. Will be Jason Mansell. Thomas waiting for the ball. Mansell boots it. It's high, wobbly, near sideline, hits it to 30. And it's going to be down by the Bulldogs at the 29-yard line. Down there quickly, and a nice coverage. Covering that ball was Jeremy Parson. And we got 30 seconds left here in the first half. It's 21-14 in favor of the Kirtland Central Broncos. You're listening to the AAA State Football Playoffs. And we'll pause 10 seconds for station identification. For the Bulldogs. He pitches it out wide to the right. Again goes the big fullback. Carrying that ball is Guillory. Guillory got across the 30 up to about the 32-yard line before he is hit and dropped. And there was Ross Horner on the tackle once again for the Bulldogs. He picked up 3. It's going to be 2nd and 7. The clock is running down. That should be the last play of the first half. 4, 3, 2, 1. That's the end of the first half. With the score, the KC Broncos from Kirtland Central 21 and the Artesia Bulldogs 14. We'll be back in 2 minutes with a little bit about half, and we'll get about the 16-yard line.
You can't say it enough, Keith. Mistakes. It's just very costly. When you have an offensive game like this, you just can't afford to have turnovers because the offense will just move that ball down the field. It's just turnovers are the most destructive thing you can have happen.
That's exactly it. And they've had 2 in a row here. It's at the 15. They do give them forward progress to the 15. It's 2nd down and 9. Once again, it's O.J. Charles wide to the near side. And now back to pass. He looks. He's being rushed. Steps back in the pocket. He gets away. Falls forward to the 10-yard line. But he's hit and dropped by the Broncos' Jason Mansell in there on the tackle. It's going to be 3rd. He picked up about 7. 3rd. He picked up 5. 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4 for the Broncos. Another defensive effort has to be made here now by the Bulldogs of Artesia. 10 minutes, 30 seconds left here in the ball game. 35-20 in an offensive battle here from Kirtland Central. But the mistakes for the Bulldogs have been very, very costly. Crum tight on the right side. Joseph Espanola takes the ball, hands it off to Estes. Estes trying to get that first down. Push back. He's down around the 5, the 6-yard line. It could be the first down. They're unpiling. Is it a first down? Estes was churning his legs. It's right at the 6-yard line. The officials looking. First down for the Broncos. First down. And goal to go at the 6-yard line for the Broncos. And you got to give them credit. They've taken advantage of every Bulldog mistake.
Yeah, and there's a tired defense out there. They've been out there on the field a long time. They've had much more time out there than the offense. And by contrast, you have a fresh defense on the field, on the sidelines when they come in.
Boy, Kirkland's up around over 60 plays already running this ball game. 9 minutes and 28 seconds left here in the ball game. Finale with the ball. Turns. Off it goes to Estes. Estes down inside the 5. Down to the 3. And the kid in on that tackle, he's been on a lot of them, has been Jason Mansell. What a tough kid. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Put it at the 3-yard line. 9 minutes, 7 seconds left in the game. 35-20 is the score in favor of the Kirtland Central Broncos. Wide to the right side goes O.J. Charles. Finale calling signals. Handoff. It goes in, diving off the left side. Did not make it, was Heath Gullery. Gullery's down to the 2-yard line. It's 3rd and goal for the Broncos. Can the Bulldogs come up with a goal line stand to keep them in the game? They're still 15 points behind, but another touchdown here would just about do it. 8 minutes and 28 seconds left in the game. Up to the line of scrimmage.
See if this defense can hold them now.
Joseph wide to the right side. Charles wide to the right side. The handoff, and he does not get in, I don't think. No hands up in the air yet. Gullery is stopped at their goal line about a foot away. Boy, the middle of that line in there. Again, the same guys in there in the middle of that line, led once again by Jason Mansell. Also in there was Ross Horner. It's 4th down. About a foot to go. That ball is about as close as you can get without being in the end zone. 4th and goal to go. A foot away. Here come the Broncos up to the line of scrimmage. Can the Bulldogs come up with a defensive effort or not? Finale calls this thing hands off. And he's going to be stacked up. I don't think he made it. No hands in the air. Estes did not make it. He only called it a touchdown. A late call. It looked like he was pushed back. But they say he got the ball over the goal line for the touchdown. A long wait before they put the hands up.
It sure was. As they unpiled, no one was sure.
We waited and waited and waited, and finally, it was, their hands went up in the air, and it is 41-20 now in favor of the Broncos from Kirtland Central, with 7 minutes and 25 seconds left. No, now they call it back. Now they say it, they did not make it. The officials got together, so take that touchdown away. Artesia pass will take over 1st and 10.
Well, that's a strange play there, Keith. I don't know. That was an awfully late call, but they had a conference there, and it turns out that the consensus was that they didn't get across.
Okay.
Wow, a strange ball game, and it's a break for the Bulldogs.
Boy,
Let's see if this can't be the momentum push that they need to get back in this ball.
All they need is a 100-yard march.
That's it. And they have been able to move this
That's
ball.
99 and 3/4.
Wow, very unusual, Keith. Very unusual.
It sure was 99.9 yards to go. They threw their hands up. The extra point crew came in. Now we have a timeout called by Kirtland Central. In a strange game, the score is still Kirtland Central 35, Artesia 20. We'll be back in 60 seconds. This is Bulldog football. There's 4 minutes and 41 seconds left. 35-28 in favor of the Broncos. Wide to the left side. To the near side, that is Wilcox. David Joseph calling. Joseph, straight back. He looks. He throws. It is caught again by Needham. Needham's inside the 5. He's down to the 2-yard line. In there to make the tackle was Brian Barney Crum for the Broncos. It is going to be 1st and goal to go for the Bulldogs on the 2-yard line. 1st and goal. Boy, they have come down this field. Remember, they went 99 yards for the last touchdown.
Now, Keith, the momentum. You have to look back to that goal line stance. Being able to hold that team was really turned this momentum around.
That's right, David Joseph underneath center. Now we got all kind of movement. It's going to go against the Bulldogs. Oh, this is not a good time to get a penalty. It is offsides on the Bulldogs, who lined up offsides. They came up to the line of scrimmage, and the head linesman across the way threw the flag in the air and pointed down to the right guard.
One thing that has plagued this team when they get down in that inside the 10 there, they've had a couple of mistakes that have been costly.
First down,
rally back.
1st and goal at the 7. 1st and goal at the 7. David Joseph calling. 4:34 minutes left. In motion to the left side goes Mullet. There's a handoff, and up the middle goes Jones. And let's see, No, I think Joseph kept the ball. He faked it to Jones and kept it himself. Joseph gets down to the 2 again. 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line for the Bulldogs. 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in the ball game. 35-28 in favor of the KC Broncos. Up to the line of scrimmage come the Bulldogs. 2nd and goal, the ball at the 2-yard line. Wide to the near side comes Gino Wilcox. Underneath center, Joseph calling. David takes the ball, keeps himself. Nice, touchdown. And it's a 35-34 football game. What will the Bulldogs do? Joseph, and they scored in about 3 minutes.
My, Keith. This is football at its finest. It doesn't get any better than this. We wish you all could be up here. You folks down at Artesia, this is one heck of a ball game.
And let's see what they're going to do. I don't see any tea coming in. I think they're going for the whole bundle right now. But the way this Bronco team has moved up and down the field, anything can happen. We got a lot of time left. 3 minutes and 27 seconds left in the game. By all appearances, it appears that the Artesia Bulldogs are going to go for 2 points. And the coach is out talking to them. We're going to hold it right here. We don't want to miss anything with this extra point play coming up. 35-34, and they trailed by 15 points. What was it, about 7 minutes to go?
That's right.
9 minutes to go? At the goal line stand.
That's right, that goal line stands was it.
And they went 99 yards in about 4 plays.
Very, very impressive. They really come back like that so strong. It's a fired up team. They're playing with a lot of desire.
And then they did the onside kick, recovered it. And I'm looking over there on the sidelines to see if Ross Horner is up. Ross Horner, of course, was the guy who recovered that onside kick. Now play is being whistled in. The officials. With 3 minutes and 20 seconds, we got a kind of a shocked bunch of Bronco fans there now. They're going for 2. They're going for 2. Here's David Joseph underneath center. Wide to the right, wide to the left. In the slot to the left side is Jones. In motion goes Jones to the right. Joseph back. Joseph keeps the ball. Joseph stopped. Joseph is stopped trying to go in for the 2 points. He is stopped. And in there to make the stop for the Broncos was Eddie Estes on defense. He tried to knife. He took the ball, faked to the left, kept himself, tried to knife on the right side. He was stopped, and it's 35-34. But there's so much time left up there where this game's been going. And we'll be back in exciting 60 seconds. You're listening to Bulldog Football.
That's a gutsy call, I'll tell you.
So we'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to exciting Bulldog Football.
You think that's
Can you believe that?
Yeah. Great game.
I can't remember all the score.
We needed somebody just like that. We need somebody just I could never do it. Like one man, I could never do it. I didn't keep track of all the details.
Here we are, back at Kirtland Central. What a ball game, 42-34. Kirtland Central leads, and again the defense just broke down, and that little flat pass out to the left. And here go the Broncos. They're going to kick off. Weaver is kicking low, bouncing around. It's fielded, and it's being fumbled around. It's picked up in the backfield by Durant. Durant is hit at the 21. There's a flag on the play, and we got a flipping penalty coming up against the Broncos. No, check it. And Sell get the clipping penalty for Artesia. 1 minute and 29 seconds left on the clock. Jones, again, of course, will keep it in the air, and they can score quickly. And it'd be half the distance because it's inside the 30-yard line. From the 21, it'll be down to about the 11-yard line.
It all happens now. There's no tomorrow for losing.
That's right. It's at the 11-yard line. Here we go. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. 1:29 left on the clock. 42-34. Favor of the Broncos. I certainly you want to thank Dan Kelly. He's the one that called me this morning. We're just glad we could bring it to you. We certainly hope the 2 other gentlemen are fine. Patterson in motion. Back he goes. A looping pass again. It is a pass interference is called on the Broncos. A pass to Jeremiah Mullen. He was hit. There was no doubt about that.
No doubt about that. He was falling down. Almost caught the ball on his way down.
Yeah,
Quite an effort.
Yeah, Mullen reached back, but he was hit before the ball. A 15-yard penalty takes it from the 10-yard line up to the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs with 1:14 left on the clock. Well, we can still have overtime. They score and go, hit the 2 extra points.
That's right.
So now you know if they score, they're going to go for 2. There's no doubt about this one.
There's no doubt about that one. There's no question about that.
Okay, 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. The ball at the 25-yard line. Make it the 26 on the pass interference. David Joseph. Back underneath the center. I don't think he's been sacked once today, has he?
No, I don't believe so.
Here he comes. 42-34 is the score. In motion goes Mullen. Joseph back. Joseph steps in the pocket. He throws down the middle. Patterson makes the catch. He's at the 40, 35, 30, 20. He's at the 15. He's out of bounds at the 10-yard line. What a leaping catch. Patterson had that ball off his fingertips and reached up and grabbed it.
Just a beautiful catch, Keith. I just can't believe it. They're coming back, and he almost broke that the whole way. Caught from behind.
Oh, 1:04 left. These people are going to feel limp. I'm going to be left. I don't have anything left in me. It's down to the 15-yard line. They get the 14-yard line. And I told you there's too much time left on the clock.
I'll tell you, this is an explosive offensive effort on behalf of the Bulldogs. They're coming right back, and you just can't count them out with any time on this clock.
David Joseph underneath center, 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. In motion again goes Mullen. Joseph underneath center, 2 steps back. He throws, looping pass, leaping the air. Touchdown! Touchdown! Mullen makes the catch in the end zone. Can you believe it, folks? Can you believe this one?
This is one ball game to remember.
It's 42-40. Now you know they're going to go for 2. We may have overtime. They could play 35 overtime. They keep going back like this.
I'll tell you, there'll be another snowstorm until this game is over.
I can't believe it. 42-40, and that took less than, well, let's see, they started with what? I forgot to write it down. What did I say, a minute and 47 seconds?
Minute and 7 seconds.
Oh, I can't believe it. That means it's only been about 30 seconds.
Those pass plays don't take the time off the clock. That's why this team is so explosive with little time on the clock, because they don't need the ground game. They're going to all in the air.
I thought high pass in the middle and let him go jump. That's right. Put him in the end zone. It's unbelievable. It's 42-40. I don't think I've ever done a game like this. I've been broadcasting sports in New Mexico for 30 years. And this is one of the most exciting football games I've ever seen. We've had 82 points between these 2 teams. We could have 80, we could have 84, 42 points apiece, maybe going into overtime.
It's terrific football, Keith. You're right. It's terrific football.
So I hope we haven't had I hope we haven't had cars stopping along the way and the road's back down.
We're going to pause until this time.
Okay, 42-40. Here it is. The Bulldogs up to the line of scrimmage. David Joseph calling signals. The stomping of the feet by the Bronco fans. In motion goes Mullen to the right. Long count. Joseph trying to pull him off sides, I think. Now he calls timeout. I think that's what he was trying to do.
I think we're going to pause now.
He was trying to pull him off sides. We can take 30 seconds. We'll be next to the left. In motion again goes Mullen. Keeping the ball. He's going wide. He's in! He's in! We're tied up 42-42. Oh, I can't believe this one. I can't believe this one. David Joseph goes in for the 2 points. We are tied up 42-42. Hang on, folks. We've got a lot more football coming. It looks like we could be going into overtime. Watch for the onside kick again. And I'm sure this kid has got a good enough leg. He can go for a field goal. If he gets within, I say within 40 yards. Can he kick it from 40 yards? You guys seen him kicking from 40? Well, we don't know if he can kick it from 40 or not, but would I risk a onside kick here?
I think I'd put it down there deep and put it way back. I'd make it prove the whole way.
I would too. Yeah, we're going to hold it right here. We don't want to miss anything.
But we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens there. We are tied 42-42, and the Bulldogs have scored twice in the last 3 minutes on 90-yard drives and 99.9 yards.
49 seconds to go. That's still a lot of time.
With this game,
Still a lot of time.
that is an eternity. Okay, Okay, now let's see who's going to put the ball down for the Bulldogs is DeHosa. DeHosa will put the ball down at the 40-yard line. Let's not second guess them. We've already said what we do, but let's find out what happens. 42-42. A sensational high school football game. There is a kick. He's booting it deep off to the right side. It's a wobbly kick. Now they're going down after it. It's a free kick, but it's recovered by the Broncos at the 26-yard line. And recovering for them was Brandon Brown, I think.
That took a Bronco bounce. That gave him back 5 more yards anyway, right?
Yeah, but that almost took a Bulldog bounce.
That's it.
At the 26-yard line, 45 seconds left on the clock. Will they go to the air? Will they keep it on the ground and be satisfied going overtime? Will you try to get it within field goal range? A lot of things you might do here. O.J. Charles. Okay, right. They're going to play awful soft. You know that. Melody back to pass. Long pass going for the downs, and it's going to be intercepted by the Bulldogs. Intercepting is Needham. Needham is out of bounds at the 34-yard line in Bulldog territory.
Oh my, Keith, this is some football game for those Bulldogs.
24 seconds left, and that's plenty of time for Mr. David Joseph. 24 seconds left. Needham intercepted on the far sidelines.
These Broncos have played a heck of a ball game, and now they're looking at the possible loss, and they just can't believe it.
They were straight leading 35-20 with, 7 minutes left in this ball game?
And they were playing poised, aggressive ball, and they had excellent ball control. They had this game, and a scrappy, tough Bulldog team has fought their way back, and how can we be more impressed? I'll tell you, this is great football.
42-42 is the score. 24 seconds left in the ball game. David Joseph underneath center for the Bulldogs. Split right and left. Joseph back. Screen pass is complete at the 40. He's at the 45, 50. At the 45. He's at the 40. He's at the 35. He's out of bounds. He's out of bounds at about the 34. They're within field goal range, folks. Almost. It was complete to Frank DeHosa.
12 seconds on the clock.
12 seconds on the clock. 12 seconds. They're down at the 34-yard line in Bronco territory. They're getting the chain set. They're winding the clock because he wasn't out of bounds. Here's David Joseph calling the signals. Back to pass. He's looking. He throws. It is caught by Mullen. There's a flag on the play. Mullen caught the ball down to the 20-yard line. We've got 3 seconds left in the game. Clipping. Call on Artesia. That could take him out of field goal range right there.
What a shame. It's mistakes.
My name is Keith Megill, Glenn Megill, my first cousin's son, so I guess that makes you my second cousin.
I'm something like that. It's family. We have the same last name. We spell it the same way, so I guess that works.
You're the third or fourth?
I'm the third. I have a son that's the fourth. It's amazing. We just can't get rid of that name.
Okay. 15-yard penalty against Artesia. I don't think they get more timeouts because they called him down on the goal line.
That's right. That extra time.
As soon as they wind the clock.
12 seconds? 3 seconds.
3 seconds on the clock. Well, I think we've got overtime, but I'm not counting this Bulldog team out at all. They're coming in the swinging gate. They move over to the right side. Back in shotgun formation. 2, 1 second. The game is over. The regulation is over. We go into overtime. He was going to try a long field goal. That's what he was going to try. Mansell was going to try a field goal, just didn't have enough time.
It's not quick enough to get that playoff.
Right side, going out of bounds at the 5 is Heath Gullery. There's no time on the clock. He picks up 5 yards, so it's 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal. The Bulldogs, they place it inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal to go at the 4-yard line. We're in the first overtime. 42-42 tie.
We'll see what this defense has left. They've been on the field a long time. They played a long game. Let's see if they have enough left.
O.J. Charles goes wide to the left side. Finale takes the football. Off it goes. He's met at the line of scrimmage. Gullery maybe gets down to the 2. It's, as we call it, the old smash mouth football right up the middle. 3rd and goal at the 2. you know he would, if they will probably go for a field goal if he doesn't make it on the fourth, or will you try to go into the end zone? A lot of big decisions to make. Here come the Broncos. Up